Hi guys, it's Mina. Sorry about the lighting. It's raining outside. So I'm going to do the sweater weather, my top 10 weird habits. I will do a sweater weather tag in the next video. I accidentally wrote the sweater weather tag questions on my top 10 weird habits. Well, actually, this is going to be changed to top 10 9 habits because I can only think of like 10. I mean 9, sorry. So I'm going to get started. So number 1 on my list would have to be, so for those who don't know, I have a learning disability, so I have developed some strange habits over the years that I find strange and other people probably won't find strange. So I'm going to get started. So I have for those who didn't know, I have a learning disability, so I have these weird habits because of my disability. So anyway, I'm going to get started. So number 1 on my list would have to be once I'm trained in something, I'm stuck with it. So a lot of you guys know, if you watch my 15 weird facts tag, you know that I have this habit where once I'm trained in something, I'm stuck with it. So I have like a certain way I have to be trained, and when I'm trained in something, I'm completely stuck with that thing. Like I have to be showed over and over again how to do it, and then once I pick it up, and then I'm stuck with like how I was showed. If that makes any sense. If that didn't, I'm sorry. Number 2 on my list would have to be touching the left side of my head. Now, for those who don't know, I hope you can see I have a mole right here on the left side of my head. What I do is, when I was little, I had a hard time telling from right and left. And so what I do is I will touch the side of my head. My mom taught me a trick there. I left the mole on the left side of my head. Hopefully you guys can see that. She taught me that trick, and so whenever she says go left, I always feel around for that little mole, if that makes sense. Number 3 would have to be organizing. Now, if you guys watch my room tour, you know that I have a bunch of stuff that's pretty much organized in my room. I have like some organized in a category, ABC order, or whatever order. And like if I have something organized that is able to be organized in a certain category, I will organize in a certain category. Like all my Disney movies are organized from Black Diamond to, I have Black Diamonds in one pile, and then I have like Masterpiece in another pile. And then my CDs are alphabetized, including my DVDs are alphabetized. My stuffed animals are organized from big to small, and I have like all my thrifts like spread out in my room and organized in a certain way. Yeah, you guys get the point. Number 4 on my list will have to be writing stuff down to remember. Now, I am one of those people who don't remember a lot of things, so what my mom has been trying to do with me for years is trying to get me into the habit of writing stuff down, so then I remember writing stuff. Like, and I find that really helps me. Helps me because then I can remember, like for instance, I'm starting to write down my hours for work so then I can keep track of, like, because I have to email my manager my hours and stuff so he can keep track of my hours at work. And stuff, like I write down my hours and then I write down like how many hours that is for working and stuff, so that really helps me too, and I'm starting to develop a concept of time. Number 5 would have to be not being aware of my surroundings. Now, I have this habit where I will sit anywhere and I will do something and I don't pay attention. Like for instance, I will knock over. One time I was emptying dishes and I accidentally knocked over my brother's coffee. And it spilled all in our utensil drawer, which is kind of annoying. And then one time I was on the bus. My first time I took the bus, I accidentally sat between 2 strange, weird guys, and I didn't even know. No, so what my mom was like teaching me is to be aware of my surroundings when I'm on the bus. And like one time I put my backpack on the floor and then I had to pick it up so nobody would steal it. So I have to be aware of where I'm putting my stuff and where I'm putting things and stuff, or if I knock something over. Number 6 on my list would have to be directions and going to places. Now, for those who don't know, I hate maps. Maps confuse the heck out of me. Like they don't make any sense to me. Like there'll be so many pictures, I'll get totally confused. But if I have directions, like tell me to go left, I'll feel around for my mole and stuff. Like a lot of you guys know, I have a mole on the left side of my head, so I'll go left and stuff. Like if you say the directions, then I'll just follow them and stuff. Like when I was in high school, I took 2 different ways. I took one street to get to school and then another street to get home because I remembered how to because depending on which way is faster for me depends on my memory of getting to places. So I take one street to school when I was in high school, and then I take another street to get home from school. So yeah, so it just usually depends on my memory. Number 7 on my list would have to be being taught in a different way than other people. Now, a lot of you guys know, for those who don't know, sometimes, if I'm taught the way like people who are a lot more higher function than I am, then I don't understand. But if I'm taught like a certain way, then I understand it better. Like, let's say you have to do blah 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 this, and I'm like, huh? And then let's say you have to go to get to this place, you got to go right, and you got to follow this map, and I'm like, huh? And then if I can't, but I know how to read, but I just can't read maps, for those who don't know. And then, sorry I'm talking really fast, it's just the morning, and I just don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to be late. Anyway, and then if I have directions and I understand it better, then once I follow it, it helps me better. I hope I'm making sense. I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to explain this. If that doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Darn it, what is wrong with me today? Number 8, I will get distracted and stop in the middle and forget what I'm doing. Okay, so for those who don't know, I have this really weird habit where once I'm doing something, I'll get distracted by something else, and I'll stop in the middle of what I'm doing, and then I'll forget what I'm doing. And my mom does this. It's pretty funny when my mom does this. You forgot this when she asked me to do something. I'm like, you forgot what you were doing, and I was like, what am I doing? It is pretty funny and same time annoying. And actually, one time my mom wanted to talk to me for a little bit, and she did talk to me a little bit. And then when I went to because she interrupted me in the middle of what I was doing, and then I went back to go do what I was doing. I'm like, back to what I was doing, and then I come back to my mom. I was like, what was I doing? And then she's like, I don't know. And then she starts cracking up. It is pretty funny, but at the same time, it's kind of annoying to me because I hate when I stop in the middle of something because then I'll forget what I'm doing. So whenever I'm doing something, I like to get it done when I'm doing it, so then I don't stop in the middle and forget. Number 9 on my list would have to be getting things done right away. Now, for those who don't know, if I don't get something done right away, and I'll totally forget about it. And I don't like doing things at the last minute because it drives me crazy. Like, for instance, when I'd be doing homework, I would do it like right when I get home from school. Or if I am making knitting orders. For those who don't know, I run a knitting business. If you want me to get into detail about that, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll make another video for it. Like, for instance, I like to get stuff done right away. Like, for instance, if somebody has a knitting order, I will work on it until I get it done and stuff. And another habit I have is, yeah, so never mind. I will just keep working on stuff until I just don't like, I just really like to work on things right away because then I'll forget about it later. Number 10 on my list is I will keep doing something until I finish whatever I'm doing. So so for those who don't know, I have a habit, I hate stopping and not finishing stuff, but sometimes if I'm like working on something, I will keep going until I get it done and stuff. Like if I'm doing laundry, I will keep doing that until I get it done. If I'm reading a book, I will keep doing that until I get it done. Or if I'm making a video, I will keep doing that until I get it done. So I like to work on things until I get them done, because if I stop in the middle, then I'll forget what I'm doing. Okay, so those are my top 10 weird habits. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!